Ladies and gentlemen, there is some controversy in the Call of Duty community. Are you surprised? Probably not, but this time it is in the zombies community. Actually, there's been a lot of that lately in the zombies community. But this time it's actually with the game. It's not with cheating on wives or underage people. It's actually... Okay, moving on. Liberty Falls. It's the second map for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Terminus Island being the first one, and as far as what has gone on with this, since people got to play it, people are not happy. The gameplay came out about it, and I think there's a pretty solid reason why, but I am not the heart and soul of the zombies community. I am someone who has played a lot of zombies, but it really hasn't made a ton of videos. Here and there, I've done a story video, that kind of thing. So I wanted to go to the source, the zombies community, and see what they are saying about Liberty Falls, and find a reasonable length video at that. Milo, I'm looking at you. 44 minutes is just a very long video to react to. So I found Codename Pizza, and Codename Pizza has a 12.5-minute video about Liberty Falls. So let's go and dive into that and see what that is all about. I'm curious. I'm going to give you my take here because I do have an opinion on what has gone down with this map, but let's see what the zombies community is saying.
And welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza, and today we're going to be looking at Liberty Falls. Obviously, we've now seen gameplay of Liberty Falls, which is the second zombies map of Black Ops 6 on the COD Next live stream, where 250 creators all played Liberty Falls zombies at the exact same time, as well.
I was there. I've played it.
Themselves commentating over the top of that footage as well. All in all, COD Next seems to be a really good event, but Liberty Falls has definitely come under a little bit of scrutiny.
I would say a lot of scrutiny. I would say a lot.
Finished, I tweeted out saying Liberty Falls.
Maybe I do need to watch Milo's video, and if you guys want to see that, hit the like button on this video, and maybe we will. Milo basically did this thing where he promoted Liberty Falls as a map throughout his adventures on his side quests, we will just call it. And then he wasn't invited to Call of Duty Next to see Liberty Falls and play it. Okay, that happened. Then he made a video trashing Liberty Falls, and everyone kind of fell in line with it. And guess what? Most of his videos in regards to Liberty Falls and the kind of stuff surrounding it with his side quests were huge. So I think a lot of people fell in line with that. But is it deserved? Let's see what Codename Pizza has to say.
No holding back feedback, go. And from that singular post, as of right now, it has had over 1 million views, 9,000 likes, and over 524 comments, which is a little bit bonkers and definitely something that we need to look at. I do have to say a lot of the responses that we got on this tweet were just straight up negative, and not many of them really giving any constructive feedback, which I feel like, especially in this industry, if you want your favorite franchise to get better, you need to apply that feedback. But inside of this video, we're going to be discussing everything that I personally thought about Liberty Falls, giving my entire honest feedback. Obviously, I was not invited to the event, unfortunately, so I have not played them.
So to my knowledge, the two zombies people that I knew at Call of Duty Next were JD or Dalek and Chopper were the two people that I know have focused on zombies content before. Those are really the only two that I knew. I'm sure there was more there, but
from reviewing every single piece of footage and going over everything that you guys may or may not have seen as well, I'm going to give my real honest feedback, and hopefully this will open your eyes a little bit more as well. So if you're ready for that, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Also, make sure you leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. And freaking subscribe. The road to 1 million is real. Oh, and also, please remember the like button on this video does not represent your love or hate for the map. It
always remember that.
My YouTube career. So
the like and dislike is not about the news.
So Liberty
it's about the video.
Falls. What can we say about it to begin with? Well, it was going to be a bonus map. It was always going to be a bonus map. And I do think it's slightly weird that they've shown this bonus map in the mainstream.
Okay, so just from the outside in, someone who isn't entrenched in the zombies community, the idea of a bonus map to me is dumb. If you're doing a zombies map, make it as polished as the other one. There doesn't need to be I don't know, what makes it considered a bonus map? Is it because they're trying something new, trying something different? Should they not all be polished and complete? You can have one small one and one big one, but that doesn't make it a I don't understand that part to it.
Presence of COD Next with 250 people playing it. As someone who has played the other map, I have played Terminus, and I'm still within the only 12 people in the world who have access.
Also, super weird that Milo and Pizza got to go see Terminus Island and go play that early, but did not get invited to Call of Duty Next, which is a much bigger event. That's really weird to me.
To that, it is leagues apart. Everything that I played on Terminus is incredible. Like, I was very, very happy with almost everything. And obviously we could give our feedback about that map, but one of the only gripes that I personally had is the fact that I felt like we were running out of ammo and the game was a little bit too easy. So they said, okay, we'll think about upping the difficulty and we potentially add ammo crates to fire sales. Aside from that, I freaking loved my experience playing Terminus, and it just seems.
So this is the thing that I was going to say, is that as far as Terminus Island went, it seems to be an amazing map that people are really, really enjoying, or enjoyed for their minimal play session. And they like the Easter egg on it and how the map feels and how it works and how gritty it is. Okay, and then comes Call of Duty Next, where everything is in the spotlight. Everyone is looking at it, and all of those people who are looking at it at that event are very serious Call of Duty players. They're not the casual players who just pick up the game after it comes out of Christmas and just play it every night with buddies from work. These are people who watch videos, go in, watch live streams. They're the serious people. And for that serious event for Call of Duty, they don't show Terminus, they show Liberty Falls. And I think that was a huge mistake. And there's one other thing I want you to pay attention to in this video as we watch it. The gameplay of Terminus Island does not have a HUD. Keep that in mind as we keep watching.
Liberty Falls to Terminus, a complete night and day. Literally, I mean, one is literally in the day and one's at night. But hey, but if we...
Do you see what I'm getting at now?
If we just look at the Liberty Falls gameplay in general, I do have to admit that it looks incredibly bland. I don't think we've ever seen a zombies map on the surface look this bland, apart from the church area. If the entire map looked like the church, really don't think we would be having this discussion right now. And I get the church might be the...
I don't necessarily think it looks bland. I don't agree with that one fully.
Either, so therefore we need to have this as some kind of storyline aspect. I fully get that. But the actual map itself, in my opinion, just needs to be a little bit more zombie-ish. You know, even if it was just a different skybox, or even going back to something like Transit, just having a few cracks in the ground on this map with lava coming out of it, surely would suggest that this is more
Nobody
of a
wants lava, though.
Zombies experience. I do have to say, a lot of the feedback from the community was mainly things saying like, this looks like multiplayer, this looks like Warzone. I do have to say, in terms of this map, it does look that vibe, but they've just got random elements of zombies on.
Yes, so this is what I was talking about. So the HUD, people are saying it looks like Warzone, it looks like multiplayer, it doesn't feel like zombies. And they're right. The exact HUD that we are looking at is what Call of Duty is. And I think that's okay for some people, and it's not for others. Also, I think they knew this because when they shared the gameplay for Terminus Island, they didn't put the HUD on it at all, which I found super, super weird. But they did it because it doesn't look zombies-esque. And does it need to? I don't know. If you're in the zombies community and entrenched in that, I kind of get it. But at the same time, this is Call of Duty. And really, if we look back at Cold War, the HUD looked like Call of Duty. It didn't look like zombies, at least to me. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, right behind me, you have the round counter. And you can change the HUD and things like that. But I think it's more so the map that people are saying isn't a good feeling. We'll see what they say.
Like that. But with that, I'm going to say keep an open mind. The HUD can be changed. We know this. You can play with no HUD if you want. I mean, we've got no HUD gameplay of this map as well. And I do have to say, it looks incredibly better on the eye.
That's what I'm saying.
No HUD gameplay with this jet gun right now. People that were playing at the event said when it came to zombies and the build they were playing on, the HUD could not be changed. If you change the HUD on zombies, it could potentially crash the game at this point.
I didn't actually know that.
You'll be able to. So that's at least one thing. So we can stop talking about the HUD. I also think in terms of the map itself, we've talked about it looking bland. Yes, we've talked about it looking a little bit Warzone-y and a little bit multiplayer-ish. I get that. And the only element that looks different is the church. But just remember, before we fully judge this,
to me, the map looked more like Dead Island than anything else. I don't know. That's what I thought.
That the storyline around this map will base massively around the Easter egg and the side Easter eggs of this map, which were fully locked to everyone playing. There is a main Easter.
So I think that's another big thing. This is a small map with not a lot to do on it, and an Easter egg or missions or things to actually complete on the map would add a lot to it.
Map, and I would assume it has something to do with the dark ether inside of the church, and potentially we'll see different elements of the map change.
I was gonna say, like, what if more of the map becomes dark ether as
an
it?
Easter egg as well. Treyarch were definitely always gonna go down one route with this map, which is making it accessible to anyone at all from launch and making it more of a crossover
the easy map, the easy map.
Warzone people coming over. When we look at the Terminus gameplay that we have, and when I can say I can vouch for Terminus being sick, it really, really is, and they are completely different worlds apart when we look at the footage side by side. Terminus is going to be the real zombies map on launch, in my opinion, even though there's a main quest and side quests on both.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we have two real maps? Why does one of them have to be a bonus map?
That I'm going to be most drawn to. It looks like zombies. It is zombies. When we look at Liberty Falls, it's hard to look at that except from that church area that I mentioned. But hey, once again, hopefully the Easter egg quest will be better. Some of the positive things that we can take away from Liberty Falls is, yes, they have brought back the jet gun, an iconic wonder weapon that we've seen in the past in zombies, but this time with a twist where it's actually good. It can't explode. It can be pack-a-punched. It can be got from the mystery box. You know, these are good elements of this wonder weapon. We don't have to build it like we had to in transit. So that's one plus about this map so far, right? Aside from the church genuinely being a pretty cool area. Mega Abominations are back as well. They are not...
The other thing, too, is the church is a super, super small area.
Terminus either, so it's kind of nice to see them exclusively to this map. One thing I also want to point out with is a brand new feature to Black Ops 6, which is, of course, the mutant injections. We knew
these
that we
are
were
cool. I used one of these.
You could turn into a mangler, and I think it's really, really cool that they've also got this on this map, meaning we're going to get this on future DLC as well. But one of the things I was saying to my chat yesterday during the COD Next live stream is, wouldn't it be great to have a different mutation on a different map? So inside of Liberty Falls, maybe you could turn into something else.
A disciple.
And then in the future DLC maps, a different enemy that's unique to that map.
This is a church, you know, disciple. I don't know.
Just something for Treyarch to think about right there. You also have to keep in mind that Treyarch announced during the COD Next live stream that we are going to be getting a third zombies map before the end of the year, so during 2024. They also said that Liberty Falls is the only map throughout the entirety of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 6's DLC season which will not feature our set crew, which means, once again, this is just a bonus map, and it's to get people involved in playing.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that this wasn't gonna have, like, so this is a different map where you don't play as the set crew, and it's happening at, I think, 12 hours apart from Terminus Island. I didn't know that.
Zombies from the multiplayer and Warzone.
I knew that you played as different people, but I didn't know it was going to be the only map.
It is connected to our zombie storyline with Richtofen and everything like that, but every other DLC map will be a fully fledged map similar to Terminus. Just thinking about Richtofen for a second there, I think the real disappointment when it comes to Liberty Falls gameplay yesterday, which once again, I'm definitely disappointed too with this, is the fact that with that cutscene that we got last week, it looked incredible. It was the greatest zombies cutscene potentially we have ever got.
I even said that.
His family, the Wonder Waff. We get to see the Forsaken Entity Ball at the end as well. Just so much incredible stuff with that cutscene.
The lore behind it.
The gameplay that we saw at COD Next. I think unless you were watching specifically Chopper or Mr. Dalek JD play, I think it was always going to be a rough time, especially during the COD.
So I swear to God, I did not watch this video, but the fact that he just said Chopper and JD were the only two people from Zombies that were there, that's interesting
itself, because they're going to be focusing on multiplayer people. They're focusing on Warzone people playing this map as well. So you're never going to get real feedback or real reactions from people who aren't zombie fans. The map itself looked relatively easy, and I think that's exactly what they're going for. Once again, a crossover map for multiplayer and Warzone people. And once again, I'm not saying this is a great thing that we've got this map as zombie players, but I do think it's massively important to bring more people into our community.
I mean, I played for 40 minutes and I got to round 20. And I would have survived longer, but I tried to exfil and I got lost. So, like, I guess, is that easy? Like, how long should it take to get to round 20? Like, I don't have an answer to this.
Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, our community has been bleeding. So many people leaving, barely anyone left. And then with Black Ops 6, we've seen an absolute resurgence. In the past 3 weeks, I have gained 7,000 subscribers. That's more than I've gained in the past 4 years. I think if you are a Zombies fan, go with the flow. Wait for Terminus. I promise you'll enjoy it. And then after that, go throughout the DLC season. But I think we need to take it just one step at a a time and say, this is absolutely a bonus map, and then we'll just go on from there. I think after seeing this gameplay, my perfect way of playing this game when it comes out, set the HUD to Black Ops 3 mode, turn off the minimap, turn off the XP that pops up from shooting zombies. I want it old school, and everything that we got told by Treyarch when we actually went to visit is that...
Actually, this is a question for those of you watching the video. Like, one of the big things that I saw is they don't like the XP or whatever, that stuff coming up when you kill zombies, and they don't like the health bars on the zombies. The health bars are actually something I do like, and maybe that's because I wasn't super entrenched in old zombies, but it is something I do like, and I'm curious if that's just me or whatever. The rest of the HUD stuff I completely understand. I don't think you need a mini map. Like, I just really don't. And then you can keep your little like health and like character stuff down in the bottom corner. I just get rid of the mini map, put the round counter in that one, and then maybe get rid of some of like the kill streak gobble. I don't know. There's a better way to do it.
It's customizable on that HUD, and you can turn things on and off whether you please. You could also play no HUD if you want as
and you
well.
can do that
One of the
too.
comments that I've seen a lot of people talk about is 3 to 4 years of development. This looks terrible. I do want to say that I'm pretty certain that the Easter egg will have taken a little bit of time for them to code and stuff like that, but this map does not seem like it's had that much development. I'm happy to stand along with those comments, but I think this is a map that's been thrown together relatively fast as a bonus map. I think Terminus, I played it once again, I can vouch, it's great, and I think with the DLC season, those will be where most of the 3 to 4 years of development have come from.
Does that make sense? I mean, yes and no. Like, I know cutscenes they work on like almost a year in advance. So yeah, they would have been working on that for part of the 3 or 4 years as well. So yeah, I think that's fair to say. I did a poll
in my live stream earlier on to see how many people like the look of Liberty Falls and how many people don't. The results kind of surprised me, actually. I started that live stream this morning expecting to get like 70-80% of people telling me that Liberty Falls looks terrible, but the poll finished at 52%, I believe, in people
I wonder how many people that was.
Favoring the map, and 48% of people thinking it looks terrible. Not
this
great
vault
odds,
you can
absolutely
open.
not. And I reckon it's gone down as one of the worst reveals of a zombies map in zombies history. But in terms of Terminus, I think that is going to be our map.
Oh, 25.
Where a bunch of people play it. It's going to be the biggest map ever in zombies.
Are they all? Is the whole code there?
Side Easter eggs ever inside of zombies as well. I think we're in for a really good time with Terminus. We got to see a really small Easter egg in Liberty Falls. I think I saw Chopper actually get world's first on it, which is mental. So big up to Chopper. Love you, brother. Where you had to get 3 pieces of paper around the map that had numbers in and then go and type them into a safe on the map. It was a relatively cool feature and a relatively cool Easter egg that was there, but I do have to stand by a few of y'all inside of my
honestly, like that's just the beginning though. Like there's gonna be more of that, and that's why I think it's somewhat unfair to judge this map solely based off of that.
Like a Warzone Easter egg, like it fully does, and the rewards were kind of terrible as well. Basically, it was a feature that was taken over from Terminus that I've told you guys about, where you kill stronger enemies like manglers or you kill mega abominations, and then they will drop a key after you kill them. You can then
I got one of those
key inside of the armory area on Terminus, and this is the armory area of this map where you can go and use those keys to get rewards. The rewards sucked, and my reward was actually genuinely good on Liberty Falls. I used a key and got like an RCXD and a weapon, and I think some salvage as well, and maybe a grenade. Like, it was genuinely good. But then the ones that these guys got on Liberty Falls, they were just getting like 2 pieces of salvage.
He's talking about Terminus.
Really bad weapon. So maybe.
So yeah, I got a blue key from a mega abomination.
I think it fully comes down to the details in the map, though. I think if they would have shown gameplay yesterday where the skybox is all.
So I think another thing that people really didn't like is the fact that all of the zombies, the extra zombies that were added in here, were a mega abomination, were manglers, and were all from Modern Warfare zombies. They're like, whereas in Cold War we had that, I don't remember the name of it, but that zombie that split into 2. They were implementing newer types of zombies, and I could be wrong. Aside from that spider thing that pops out of people's heads and like the spider dogs, nothing else new. So maybe that's part of it as well.
Purple, or the skybox is all, you know, a different color looking mental, or like there's cracks in the floor with lava, like I said before, or there's just blood on walls, or just
maybe at higher rounds. Maybe they are there at higher rounds. Maybe.
When I visited Treyarch, they were massively excited about Terminus and the DLC season, and they really didn't want to talk much about Liberty Falls.
And maybe that's why.
I kind of understand why. You know, there's not that much to tell, and I think when it comes to the story and the main quest of this, we're really in for
that mega abomination has a lot of goddamn health.
Easter egg quest, but in terms of the storyline associated with the Easter egg, if you are a fan of the story, I think you're gonna really enjoy playing Liberty Falls for that storyline. But once again, just to reiterate and finish this video on the point that I want to make is that Terminus will be the main map of Black Ops 6 Zombies on launch.
So
yes, they'll both have Easter eggs.
I want to keep it in mind that just like when like I want multiplayer to do well, it is clear that he wants zombies to do well. And it is clear that he is disappointed with what he saw in this map. And it's clear that he wants it to be better. And it's clear that he thinks it sucks. And it sucks to see this. But he's like, okay, listen, there's a better map. It's coming at launch. It seems like Treyarch was disappointed in this map too. And I think the biggest mistake of all of it was revealing Liberty Falls at Call of Duty Next. They should have just kept this quiet, showed Terminus at Call of Duty Next, and that was that. But they wanted something new, and I understand why they showed it. It just didn't hit like they wanted it to, but I do think casual players will be okay with this map. I do. I think for your average player who just wants to level up and get zombies camos, this is going to be perfectly fine.
And then once again, a brand new map before the end of 2024. I would love to know your feedback inside of the comment section. Please feel free.
Do you say another new map before the end of 2024? Is that confirmed?
Let me know about
because
the map
I thought it was
itself.
a season 2.
Don't treat the like box as if I have made the map.
Which would be like January.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are brand new to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. A little bit of a rant right there, wasn't it? But I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, and peace out.
All right, now I need to hear what you think. What were your thoughts of Liberty Falls? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Did you want to see something else altogether? Are you just caring about Terminus? Are you like me where you're like, why does there have to be a bonus map? Why can't they just be good maps, 2 of them? I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking. I think it was just a mistake to reveal this one at the big Call of Duty event if they did indeed know it was a bonus map. But maybe it wasn't. Maybe they thought it was going to be big like the other one. Who knows? Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you for watching my second channel. I appreciate all of you who are here. And until next time, peace.